Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready? Cut 19! Cut 19! Dragon 60! Go!
2nd and 13. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to it. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over the coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got his mitts, the rookie out of Colorado. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. This is Brooks heading left. Into the secondary past the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Ready, break!
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready! Ready, ready!
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19, 79 Bronco, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Young to throw. about 29 yards on first down. And a fresh set of downs
Panthers
on
60,
its
Panthers
way.
60. Smash, smash. Ring it. Set go.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
18 Cardinal, 18. Go. Ready.
Young to throw it. Finds Sanders. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ready.
Play action now, Young. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. From bringing the touchdown clean, it falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You've got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Cougar 19.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on first and goal, and now it's going to be second and 5.
60 by 6, 60 by Hawks, 70. Hawks, let's go now.
Again, they give to Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Set, ready. Check, Panther. Reload, reload. Go.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set up. Hook.
Staying with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that game. And the Commanders will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ready, ready.
Daniels on first down. He's on the move. That's complete. Here's Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield. midfield at the 48. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready up! Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
Set. Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. They'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
19, 18. Go!
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Works the sideline to the 30. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Here's Young on first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Let's go now.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
They send a man in motion. To the air on first down, Young. Young's cut along one sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Shut up! 19 Lions, Mustang 19. Go!
Young working from the gun. He finds Sanders. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Got it. Ready?
The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Set. Put.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the Panthers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now he's York to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Tag! Ready?
Daniels back to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Go!
From the gun, it's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a
70
masterpiece.
range.
Young on 1st and 10. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
18, right here. 18, Rattler. Check go.
On 2nd and 10, Young buys time, rolling right. Deep sideline shot is cut, and he gets out to stop the clock. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's on the move. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Chased out to his right. Pass complete to McMillan. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now shotgun handoff to Brooks. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Groupie sends it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One last play before the break.
Ready!
Throwing it just before halftime. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now he's York to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Shut up!
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Set! Ready!
Robinson on the inside give. Juke the defender. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Ready, ready! Ready!
Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now Daniels off the play action. Completes one to Ben Simmons. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a first and goal.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Set. Check go.
Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Go. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. Rolling out to his left. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. When you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Ready. Break.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Street. Street. Hut.
Again, it's Brooks. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
9 Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Putting a receiver in motion. Young on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, ready? 65, yeah, 60, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Young throwing here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route. and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30.
Ready up!
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set up!
From the gun, it's Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. That stop made by Derek Brown. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Set! Set, go!
Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Ready, ready! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready!
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go! Here we go! Set up!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Offense set for a 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Ready, ready?
1st down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready?
This is Eckler on 2nd. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
Come on.
He's throwing for it. Getting out to his left. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Panthers gain now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
This is Brooks heading left. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set up. Check go.
Running once more with Brooks. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey. Ready.
Give to Brooks, running right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
On the ready. Ready. 19 Lion. Set up.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he's got 4 on the run, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
60 Eagles. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Check.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Mustang 19. Lion. Go.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.